Pretty comfortably, if not 20. All right, after a couple days of some much needed rest and recovery, here we are again to hit some back rather than shoulders. And I gotta say, um, normally whenever I take off 2 days instead of just one, this kind of new experiment that I've been doing for, oh, how long has it been? Eh, it's probably been almost a couple months, maybe longer. I don't know. I haven't really been keeping track of it that well. I've just been trying to remember, keeping each Sunday the correct, day to train said body part. So like alternating, it's I get kind of mixed up sometimes. It's never actually gone so far that I've done the wrong workout, but skipping every other Friday, alternating each Sunday with something different. I've had some mix ups, but I've by the time I get to the gym, I actually I got the right workout. But yeah, like I said, normally taking that extra day, it typically gives me, you know, my body at least a lot of extra recovery. And then I wake up that Sunday after having Friday and Saturday off, feeling really good. It's worked every single time, except I'm figuring you guys can figure out where I'm going with this, except for today. I woke up today. It's not terrible. Like the extra day definitely still helped, but I woke up today and it didn't quite have the same effect. I I don't know. I started rolling out of bed, literally rolling out of bed like a zombie, and my body still felt pretty beat up. Now I have a suspicion that is a lot has a lot to do with the week that I had at work last week. It was pretty rough. It might have been the most I've swung this sledgehammer since I got this new job 6-ish months ago. So I'm thinking that's probably why. Um, but who knows? All I know is that I woke up today and it didn't. You know, the effect wasn't quite as good. So that's not gonna stop me from going to the gym, though. That's for damn sure. But I figured, here I go again. On a day I wake up where it's not quite giving me the same desired effect. Um, in terms of that extra rest day helping my body, but I should probably do some easier stuff. But I'm stubborn, so I already had this kind of set in my head to start with some heavy rows. I mean, they're not that heavy, but being in a deficit, it's gonna feel a lot heavier. And I gotta quit doing this, man. I didn't bring my belt, so I'm doing this beltless. That's a lot. Depending on the person, it can either have not much of a difference. For me, it does because my back has always given me some slight problems. So as soon as I throw a belt on and tighten that baby up, I feel quite a bit better in a deadlift or a squat or a bent over row. And I keep forgetting to bring it, but so this is going to be heavy considering all those things I just said. Um, I might only get 7, 8, 9 reps. By the third set, it might only be like 6 or 7, but I'm kind of okay with that because everything I'm gonna do after this is gonna be pretty fucking light. A lot of strict form, a lot more time under tension, all those things. So this is kind of my big heavy lifts, my big heavy 3 sets for the day, and everything else is gonna be. I mean, I'm kind of making it sound like it's gonna be easy after this. It's not gonna be easy. I'm still gonna make them challenging, go to failure or within 1 rep. But you guys kind of get what I'm saying. I think it's just not gonna be sets of 8. It might be closer to 12 to 15, a little bit lighter stuff. So I don't know. Let's try this, man. This could feel really fucking heavy today. Last time I did it, I only did 1 set. It was on the third set, so I was already 2 sets in. Obviously, that kind of goes without saying, right? Um, and I only did 8 reps. I think I said that. So yeah, let's just fucking see. This is gonna be reverse grip too, which is the hardest part is getting these damn straps on. Damn. Okay, that was. Whew, for a first set. That was. I mean, I did better than expected, but damn, I felt it. Oh my god, I'm already breathing like I'm more than halfway through the workout. But I actually controlled that pretty good. I went really deep on the eccentric, probably a little deeper than I had to. It was kind of a combination of, oh shit, what are those rows called? Can't think of them now. I think it's a pendulum row or something like that, where you go all the way super deep and you stay in that position. It was kind of combined that with the Dorian Yates row, where he kind of stands a little more upright and elbows extremely tucked, hitting the lats a lot more. Like I said, I kind of combined both of those, but yeah, it was good. I'll say I do 2 more. The drop set, I might go all the way down to 1 plate, really just fucking squeeze it out. We'll see, but I felt it. But then again, on the other hand, it went a little better than I thought. So we'll keep it going. All right, third and final set. I do think to kind of just have a nice contrast, a nice balance. I think I'm gonna go down all the way down to one plate on this drop set because on a cut I typically wouldn't go this heavy, even though it's not as heavy as I thought it'd be. I mean, you know I probably could have thrown a 25 on each side, and that would have had me around 8 reps, like I thought this would. But still, on a cut, you know, 2 plates and a 25 on each side is a little more ideal, I think. But again, like I said, just for today, went a little heavier, but to kind of have a nice balance, since we're going a little heavier than I normally would here, I'll go a little lighter than I normally would on the drop set. And if for no other reason than that, I mean, that's good enough a reason for me. So, all right, third and final set here. I don't know if you guys could tell through the camera on the actual set prior to this drop set, I was starting to shake pretty bad. My legs, everything. As always, a sign. Well, it can be a sign of several things. You're overtraining. You're not recovering. Um, you're lifting weight that's probably what you shouldn't be lifting, which I don't think is the case. Again, it was heavy, but it's not like I was going for a 1 rep max or anything. Not even close. I think what it is this deficit that I'm in. This deficit, along with just feeling a little beat up, you know. Um, but still, overall, a good start. My back's already super pumped. So I don't know. Let's move on to something else. For a Sunday morning, the gym's kind of packed. It actually is. So I'll have to figure something out. I don't know yet. All right, let's do some basic. Actually, normally when I do close grip, I always go overhand. But with me kind of doing everything reverse grip lately, I'm gonna go close, reverse grip, lat pull downs. It's pretty fucking basic. I mean, do I even really need to explain what I'm doing here? Um, but you know what? I've had a pretty good rest because I started talking. What's new? I was gonna go on 16, but let's try 18. I'm gonna go 2 notches heavier. I'll take that off, and I think I can get that for at least 12. If not, I'll go back down. So let's try it and see. All right, fuck it. Let's go even heavier. That was actually a little easier than I thought. All right. That was good, to say the least. Let's move on. All right, time to do what honestly I can pretty much safely say has become my favorite back exercise. And this has, it's kind of that high, almost again, I hate kind of repeating myself all the time, but this is an unconventional exercise, so I guess it doesn't hurt, but it's that high to low row. You know, at the high point, it really replicates the peak stretch of a lat pull down. And then when you get to the row part, it really replicates a low row with the elbows really tucked. So again, you kind of get the best of both worlds, in my opinion. That's why I love it. Every time I do it, every time. I've been doing it now for honestly, I can't even 6 months at least, on and off, but pretty consistently in my routine. There might be a portion in that 6 months where I skipped it for a week or two, but um, where was I going with that? Fuck. Oh, every time I do it, even to this point, it gives me a crazy deep burn every time. And like I said, I'm one of those people that it's really, or at least it was. I've gotten way better. It used to be really tough for me to get that mind muscle connection in my back and my lats. Like I said, I've gotten way better. Like I just got done doing pretty heavy rows, lat pull downs. If I had done that 2 years ago, it would have been a lot less mind muscle connection, a lot less time under tension, um, kind of just swinging right around. Like I said, I've gotten way better. But this right here, this exercise, I fucking love it. Fucking love it, dude. Um, Now, if you're a person that no matter what you do, you always get a great back workout, you get good mind muscle connection, then you necessarily don't have to do these. I would still recommend them. Like, to be honest, I would. But if you're like me and like for whatever reason, back is one of those areas for me that I've struggled with, gotten way better, but I've always kind of struggled with. I would give this exercise a try. I really would. Let me just kind of show you. Let's just get right into it. I'll show you how it's done. Wow, that actually felt heavier than it normally does. Probably because I started with the heavy rows, which I typically don't do. All right, I don't do this often, but I'm gonna go ahead and take these fives off. Do two more with the drop set. I think we're done. You know what? It just doesn't seem right to take this weight off, so I'm putting it back. Like honestly, I think what it is I'm so used to no matter how much weight I put on her, unless I'm like throwing a 45-pound plate on, which I never do. You can't. But no matter what weight I really throw on there, I'm always getting at least 15 pretty comfortably, if not 20. And for what, like I said, for whatever reason today, um, it was way tougher. And I think it was those heavy rows that I started with. But you know what? Like, I think I still did at least 10. So that's why I was sitting here thinking in between sets, fuck it, I'm gonna throw both those fives back on, try to get two more pretty good sets, and then if the third set I kind of don't even get 10, I'll make up for it with the drop set. I'll go really light on it, whatever I got to do. You know what I mean? Now I would have kept those fives off if, say, I did this and I could only like it really really hit me and was feeling heavy for whatever reason. Let's say I only got like 7, then yeah, it makes a little more sense. But I think I did at least 10. I might have even done 11 or 12. So it's not the end of the world. Oh, that's heavy. My forearms are almost gassed. Whew. All right, motherfucker. Let's check this pump out because I am definitely pumped. Whew. All right, I wanted to record the 3 sets of chest because I've been saying for how long now? Well, it's been like two. Actually, it's probably been almost 3 months since I've been upping the chest volume, having two completely dedicated chest days, and then 2 other days like today, while throwing just like 3 sets in a drop set. Um, Again, to really ramp up the volume, hit my weaknesses a little bit, which it's working because my chest is slowly starting to become a strong point. I still feel like I need a little bit of work, but man, oh man, I have made a lot of progress. But yeah, I wanted to record it to kind of to show that I'm actually not just talking out of my ass and bullshitting. I'm actually doing it. I just don't always record it because today's basically a back day, so it's like, yeah, I've been throwing chest in. Why record it though? It's back day. But maybe I'll start doing it. But then again, I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be doing this because my chest has really been starting to, um, which is expected. I knew this was gonna happen, but it's really been struggling to recover properly. So and my forearms are fucking, they are pumped today. It's kind of hard to see them. God, they really are. All right, I haven't given myself much time, but let's get right into it. Let's do some posing. I might regret it. I probably need at least a couple more minutes to really kind of let my breathing slow down a little bit. I just pose better when that happens. Um, but it'll make me a little better. So let's get right into it. Man, this farmer's tan is getting pretty bad. I really need to start tanning more because it does make a difference, believe it or not. And I can't really explain the science behind it, but that's why ever you see these bodybuilding shows, they always put that dark tan on. It does. It just accentuates your muscles a little more. You see the cuts a little deeper. It's kind of weird how that works, but it does. It works. So it's like, I'm tan from here down on both sides. Not really right here, but I don't know if I got anything good in there. Like I said, I didn't really give myself enough time. I was just trying to make it through because I'm still pumped up, like big time. But yeah, I think it's a good start to the week. I actually feel, again, considering like I'm a little too close in. How I said I woke up this morning not feeling as good as I normally do on the week that I get 2 days rest instead of one. But considering that, I actually had a really good workout, like really good. So I'll take it. I'm not gonna really complain or beat on a dead horse here. Had a good workout. Time to go wrap up with some cardio, and tomorrow, chest day. What's better to say? You guys, the regular watchers probably know the routine by now. So, but yeah, chest day tomorrow. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. My forearms are fucking pumped. Okay, I'm gonna do some cardio before I get carried away and start posing again.